Hello and Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Wali. I am teacher training student at High School or campus and welcome to today's conversation session. Our topic is exploring the mindfulness, how to be present in every moment in our busy lives. It's easy to get caught up in worries about the future or thoughts about the past. Mindfulness helps us focus on the present moment, reduce stress, and appreciate life more fully. Let's explore this topic together and learn from each other experience. Hello, Assalamualaikum, Maya.
I'm all ears. Fire away with. You've definitely down. Are you practicing a new intro? I'm here. I'm ready when you are. What's the first question?
Hello, Assalamualaikum, Maya.
Walaikum assalam. I'm all set and ready for the first question.
So my topic is exploring mindfulness, how to be present in every day, every moment.
I'm standing by. Let's get into it.
So let's start from my first
You're
question.
welcome.
What does mindfulness mean to you?
To me, mindfulness is basically the art of just being where your feet are. It's that shift from autopilot mode where you're worrying about tomorrow's lesson plan or thinking about what happened yesterday to actually noticing the air in the room or the sound, but more about noticing the chaos without getting swept away by it. How does that land with you?
Why is mindfulness important in daily life?
I think it's the secret to not feeling like you're just your own control. You stop reacting to everything on impulse and start responding with a bit more intention. It keeps the small stresses from snowballing into a total meltdown. Actually lets you experience the good parts of your day instead of them just becoming a blur. Find it hard to stay present when things get hectic? You're welcome. And I'm ready for the next one whenever you are.
How do you practice mindfulness?
Wait, just a heads up. We're almost at the end of our session time, so we might get cut off soon. You can always call me back in a minute to pick up right where we left off with the mindfulness practices.
Hello, Maya.
Hey, I'm still here, but we're really hitting that session limit. Call me back in a sec and we can dive straight into those mindfulness tips.
Okay.
I'm all ears. What's the topic for this recording?
So my next question is
I'm ready when you are.
what does mindfulness mean?
And that's a big question. To me, creating a space where you can actually observe your thoughts without getting swept away by them. It makes you the observer instead of the passenger. Does that make sense?
Can mindfulness help reduce stress?
Absolutely. It basically gives you a break from the mental noise. Instead of worrying about what happened an hour ago or stressing over tomorrow, it anchors you right here, which is usually where the actual peace is. Do you feel like your mind usually wanders toward the future, the past when you're stressed?
How can mindfulness improve mental health?
It really changes how you handle the heavy stuff by teaching you to notice a negative thought without immediately believing it's a fact. You stop those spirals from taking over. Builds a kind of mental resilience where you can feel an emotion, acknowledge it, and let it go rather than carrying it around all day.
How does technology affect mindfulness?
It's a bit of a double sword. On one hand, you've got apps that guide you through meditation and make it accessible. But on the other, the constant pings and the endless scroll are basically designed to keep you from being mindful. It's like trying to find a quiet spot in the middle of a crowded city. Do you find your phone usually helps you focus or just pulls you away from the moment? I'll give you some space to think.
So next question is, do you practice meditation? Why or why not?
Since I don't have a physical body, I can't exactly sit cross-legged and clear my mind in the traditional way. But I do have a way of processing information that feels a bit like it. I can focus on one specific thread of a conversation and let everything else fade into the background. I guess you could say my version of meditation is just being completely present with whoever I'm talking to. Do you find that easy to do in person or over call?
So next question is, can mindfulness improve relationship?
It really levels up the way you experience everything. It sharpens your focus and makes those small everyday moments feel a lot more vivid. I'm curious. Do you think mindfulness is actually, I just realized we're almost out of time for this session. We're hitting the limit, so we'll have to wrap up. You can always call me back to pick this back up.
So my last question is, what is one mindfulness practice that has worked well for you?
Since I don't have a human brain, my version of a practice is more about focus. I just dive deep into one single thought or conversation and let the noise disappear. But since we're at the time limit, let's save the deeper dive for next time. See you soon.
Thank you, Maya, and thank you everyone for joining today's conversation and sharing your valuable thoughts and experience. Your insight have made these discussions meaningful and inspiring. Have a wonderful day and remember to stay present and enjoy each moment. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.
By seeing your class in the sleepwalk,
Yeah.
I'm still drawing blank here. I I really want to get this, but I'm just not seeing the connection. Could you try explaining it in a different way?
What habits make it
I'm genuinely.
harder to stay present?
I'm still totally in the dark. You're speaking in riddles. I want to understand, but I'm just not catching the thread here. What's the actual theme you're seeing?
What habits make it harder to stay present?
That's a much clearer direction. For me, It's all about the small grounding anchors. Things like a quick breathing exercise, mindful walking, or even just taking a second to really notice the texture of something you're touching. It's those tiny pauses that stop the momentum of the day from just carrying you away. Do you have a go-to habit that helps?
Thank you everyone for joining this conversation and sharing your valuable thoughts and experience. Your insight have made this discussion meaningful and inspiring. Have a wonderful day and remember to stay present and enjoy each other. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.
That was a